That's why I didn't buy the 3DS at launch. I got it like a month and a half ago, especially since I was waiting for the red one to come out too. But it's just saying that if they're trying to make us wait and make Zelda I can understand them holding off. I think that's the reason why they're holding off on telling us about 2012, telling us about these Operation Rainfall Trio and everything else like that, because they want to get Zelda be pushed a lot, because it is like the last major release on the Wii, but it's not the last big release. I don't think I think we are going to be seeing Operation Rainfall games and all that, and Earthseeker and Rodea and Dragon Quest Collections, Sengoku Basra Utage, the new Fatal Frame and all that, possibly in 2012 to accompany Mario Party 9 and Epic Mickey 2 and all that. But I think they're waiting, and this has been stated by Operation Rainfall a lot. I think they're waiting, not just particularly for those things, but for all of them in a sense as well. They're waiting until after Zelda gets released, so they can get the Zelda hype out of the way. Because if they release stuff here now, I think supposedly people think it would hurt the Zelda hype. People would be worried about so much about those games and not about Zelda. But based off the new ECCW podcast, that's not going to happen. People can be interested in those games but still buy Zelda. It's kind of like the whole, like what they talked about for Wii U's launch. Nintendo bring out so many big time franchises, but third parties pushing out too, and people go like worrying about bringing Grand Theft Auto 5 out alongside of Mario or something. But they would both in fact sell. Neither of them would hurt each other. It's like this: if you bring out all these games, people would look forward to 2012, and anyways, they'd still be looking forward to Zelda now. It's just the whole idea of 2011 has been a pretty bad year, and it'll also be blamed on not just I'm not talking about America in particular. I don't really know how it was in Europe, and based off the little comment I seen on the Freeforms for Operation Rainfall page, basically Nintendo Japan did play it pretty smart and brought out at least one good game a month, which is basically kind of what 2010 was, except some months for us there were multiple games a month. But in some months probably not so much. But but Nintendo, 2011 has been pretty bad, and it can be blamed on the economy for America. It can be blamed on the 3DS launch and then worrying so much about the 3DS, but also brought up in the podcast. And I'm sorry that I referenced this a lot, but hey, Black Bear and ECC Wii and all that, it's pretty much like me recommending people to you. They'll go check out your pages and all that, so that's nice. But and also you guys are cool people. I do like watching your videos. So it's kind of like me promoting you guys. But basically, they brought up the whole storm, that happened in Japan many months ago, earlier in the year. That could have affected them, because basically games that you brought out to America are affected by Japan, because Nintendo Japan is obviously the main part of Nintendo. It originated in Japan, basically, so that's the reason why. So that could have affected it. So there's many reasons why this year for the Wii, and for Nintendo in general, because the 3DS did not start off that big. I mean, people could say the launch sucked, but no, in my opinion, the launch was pretty good. There was a couple games that I liked, but overall, there hasn't been a whole lot released, but now we know a whole lot of games, so now we know the 3DS in 2012 is going to pretty much dominate. It's going to have a ton of great games in 2012. But in 2011, also hasn't been good for the DS is going out, so not so many games coming out for that is fairly obvious. Although I still hope Fire Emblem comes out next year, so we're probably still going to be seeing DS games next year. But basically, going back to Nightwing's video about this DSi bundle, I think it's pretty dumb that they're bringing out bundles for the DSi, which is the same price as the 3DS, mind you. Instead of doing bundles for the 3DS, which can play DS games. I can still see DS games coming out into next year, and maybe even 2013 for all we know. But doing new bundles and new variations of the DSi and DS and all that stuff, like the DSi and DSi XL and all that stuff, is not really that smart of a business, because people will buy that and like K-Wing said, people buying that and then like Super Mario 3D Land. Let's say parents for their kids on Christmas, and obviously that game doesn't work in the original DS. When they could be promoting the 3DS, and which obviously plays DS games, and still bring DS games out while still promoting their new handheld and stuff like that. And like he says, pretty much get new versions of the DS out of there and just bring out newer versions of just newer games, and then promote whatever copies of like the original DS out there, like systems that like the stores have in stock. Keep them there until they're sold out. If they don't sell out, get rid of them or so, like send them back to Nintendo or something, and promote the 3DS. People buy 3DS, they'll be able to buy 3DS games, and there's the DS games as well in 2012 and whatnot. So you would get more sales on a 3DS. But like I said, it's like I'm not hating on Nintendo of America per se, because coming from three different standpoints, basically what Operation Rainfall thinks, what Nightwing thinks, basically what Black Baron thinks, what ECCW thinks, what just general thoughts are, basically. Nintendo maybe had reasons for the American branch of their team not to do so well this year. But that should not mean that 2012 has to suffer as well. And that's why I think in 2012, let's say Nintendo America, 3DS is already getting a big push. It's going to get a ton of games there. So they're not worrying about that. The DS bundles and all that stuff should gone, out the window. Keep DS games coming, but not, the systems. Because you can play DS games on the 3DS. And then push the Wii in its last year to have quite a lot of games. I'm not expecting another 2010, but I'm expecting a 2007, 8, 9-ish kind of a year where we have at least a decent 8 to 10 games from January to November to play. And I already know all the titles that they can do. Xenoblade, Last Story, Pandora's Tower, Earthseeker, Rodea, Dragon Quest Collections, and Sengoku Basara Ukage. Alongside Epic Mickey 2, Rhythm Heaven, and Mario Party 9, and all that. And then, of course, Dragon Quest 10 supposedly coming out at the end of the year. They can do this. They can make a good 2012. I have faith in Nintendo. They came off of their greatest year in 2010 for the Wii, went to the Wii's worst year in 2011, and can go off with a bang with a good 2012. It's just Nintendo of America just does kind of need to get their act together if, in fact, the reasons, if they don't have a legitimate reason for why they treated the Wii the way they did this year, why they're still bringing out DS stuff the same price as 3DS, and why they're not worrying about the 3DS instead of the DS. It's just the whole idea of like other countries worrying about like the latest version of it, while America is still trying to hold off on the old stuff. Well, not so much promoting their current home console, which is the Wii, except for in quarter 4. I'll give it that, because quarter 4 is going to be great. Not so much quarters 1 through 3. They were kind of I have to legitimately say that. But it's not like, no, all hope is gone. And I'm just saying this, Nintendo does need to get their, like I said, act together in 2012. 3DS is looking great. Stop promoting the systems for the DS. You can still bring out DS games if you want. People can play them on a 3DS. Or if they ever have a DS anyways, there you go. And push the Wii in this last year, because I do think the Wii needs to go out with a bang. It needs to go out. And I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me. Black Baron, Game Reviews, ECCW, Dark Cloud, Shokyo, Wii Lover, Nintendo, Ninteku Sword, Michael Link, Patriot 7Me, Jason Ward 87, all that stuff. Just saying, I agree with Black Baron's comment, and a lot of people didn't even comment. What do we have to play from now until Wii U? Wii U is going to be at E3, but it's not going to be out till like November. So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and October, and beginning of November for Wii games. And I hope Nintendo does deliver. Now, I'm sorry if I came off as like being mad at Nintendo, but you have to be have constructive criticism against them. I love Nintendo, but I know when they do mess up, and they did mess up this year. But that doesn't mean they have to do it 2 years in a row. And here it is for a good 2012. Hoping for Operation Rainfall, for those games from the Wii, Operation Moonfall, they get Majora's Mask 3 Remake on the 3DS. Hopefully the 100,000 strong from Mega Legends 3 can get Capcom to get off their lazy butts and bring the game back. And the Fire Emblem 12 Liberation Army to get Fire Emblem 12 to the DS, which is DS2. The one I keep referencing as DS2 is what people call Fire Emblem 12. That's about it. That's my thoughts on Nintendo. I hope they do better next year. I wasn't, now if you think I was attacking them in this video, no I wasn't. I'm sorry if I sounded like that. I love Nintendo, but I have to admit, overall, at least the American branch of Nintendo has been doing pretty bad this year. But that doesn't mean they didn't do anything, they didn't do completely bad. We got good DS games, 3DS games, and Wii games, but it could have been better. There were certain factors that may have affected that, but hopefully Nintendo can improve upon it, do good in 2012, and keep on going. I'm Sniping is Fun. I hope you guys like this video. Write in the comment section what I thought about Nintendo of America treating the majority and minority of gamers, where you have to technically treat both in order to be really a successful company, or you lose your audience to the competitors, and that's not something a company would want to do. Give me your thoughts on my recent pickups of Top Spin 4, Back to the Future, and Tron Evolution Battle Grids. And I'll see you guys later in my next video. Peace. Please subscribe if you want to, and see you guys later.